I have never been allowed to know any finances. Everything has always been put into his parents' name.
Ma'am, that does not qualify, nor does it, in fact, refute anything that the court has said that you need to produce. So if you have documentation, then you had a right to produce that, and you didn't do that.
This greedy ex-wife wanted a piece of his inheritance, but discovered that he kept it all under his parents' name. This man knew what she was all about and prepared accordingly.
You inherited $400,000?
No, I didn't.
Who inherited the rest of that, then?
I don't know what you're referring to. The rest of what?
When you received that IRA, you did not tell me that it was $400,000 to be split amongst you, your brother, your parents, and your mom's brother.
I did not tell you that. And I also can't speak to what other people have inherited. I can only speak to what
I'm asking you if that is what you said to me.
I already just answered it. No, I didn't tell you that.
So you were lying to me then, or are you lying to me now?
I didn't tell you that, and I also don't know the relevance.
The relevance is you hiding things.
I don't hide anything.
Because if you were to get one, wouldn't your parents and everybody else get one?
Relevance?
Yeah, objection, Your Honor.
Relevance is you hiding finances.
Okay.
Once again.
Ma'am, yeah, you haven't produced any documents to show that anything has been hidden.
She came to court without proof of anything and expected the judge to agree with her side. She is trying to get this man to say something she can use, but he is smarter than that, or was advised properly by his lawyer. Good job, Malayan, good job.
And I've given you some leeway to get into that, and you simply come back to the same thing, that he's hiding stuff, but you don't have any documentation that he's hiding anything. So unless you can produce anything, you need to go into a different line of questioning.
Your Honor, I was waiting until my statement to let it all out. I have never been allowed to know any finances. Everything has always been put into his parents' name.
Ma'am, that does not qualify, nor does it, in fact, refute anything that the court has said that you need to produce. So if you have documentation, then you had a right to produce that, and you didn't do that. So,
Your Honor, I do not have any paperwork about anything. Anything that I have learned is just recently.
Okay,
I was financially abused, mentally, emotionally, physically.
Move on, please.
I was just alive here.
Move on. Again, you had a right to produce that. You didn't produce it. You could have engaged in, under the case scheduling order, you had a right to engage in discovery. You did not do that, and you did not produce any documentation as required by the case scheduling order. So I've given you leeway to ask him the questions, but
Your Honor,
no, go ahead and
yeah.
ask questions, ma'am. I'm not going to just continue to engage in the same dispute with you. So go on.
Okay. All right. So you went every other week with your children?
Yes.
She realized that she had no case and had to move on. Let me talk to you men out there. In today's world, the woman who you are with now is telling you she loves you and will never do anything to hurt you, is the same woman who will be filing for a divorce down the line, trying to keep you from your kids, taking you to court to get the money you had before you even met her, and trying to take whatever you make after you get the divorce. They believe that as an ex-wife, they are entitled to any monetary gains you have had ever since the divorce. Don't go around believing your woman is different. What you need to do is protect yourself.
But my question is, why do we really need one?
I've had a pretty large company even before I met you. So if we get married and then you decide to divorce me next year, then you leave with half of it, that's not fair.
But why are you already thinking about that?
Babe, it's something that I have to think about. I don't know why Danny's so surprised. The prenup's obviously something that we need to have in place. I built a business long before she even came into the picture, and I have to protect that. Like, you want to get married? I'm, like, trying to work with you.
I don't want to be emotional. I'm just not sure if you're doing this because you don't trust me or, like, you're not sure about our future.
Well, I think you're overthinking it.
I don't know how to explain this to you. I feel like you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I am understanding. It's not my intentions to leave you. I hope that's not your intentions.
It's not. Like, I didn't even think about that. You're the one thinking about that.
It's just the reality of what makes sense, like.
Yeah, but it's like, this is like really, this is not how I pictured like it was gonna start.
There's no reason to cry.
I need like 1 second.
My lions, if a woman is marrying you for love or because you fulfill her needs for a provider and a protector, then she should have no reasons whatsoever to hesitate to sign in a prenup. If she hesitates, she has a plan to take your money from you and she needs to go. Be smart, my lions. Don't let them crocodile tears break you down. You didn't build yourself up to give it away to a woman who had no role in that part of your life. And as always, my lions, protect yourself at all times. Hold tight, me gone again.